we've got a couple things to research before we move on. So starting with Geth shield strength. So 50% shield strength for Legion. That's who it's for. And in addition to that, Legion also gets the Widow. Not the Black Widow. Not to be confused with the Black Widow. Just gets the Widow. Which, totally fine. It's a pretty big upgrade for him, so I'm looking forward to him using that.
Is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its impact on the Normandy systems. I suggest you take the shuttle to access your next location.
So this is one of those things that it's telling me, hey, I'm trying to, unread messages. No, okay. I'm trying to push the game forward. Please go do it.
Hey, Commander, good news. Looks like the Reaper IFF is finally hooked up and ready to go.
That is not entirely accurate, Mr. Moreau. The device is powered, but it is causing some unusual instability in other systems. I recommend a more thorough analysis before we attempt to use it.
We can't put our mission on hold forever. How long will this take?
A full scan? Who knows with this thing? Maybe you better take the shuttle for this mission. I'll make sure we're up and running when you get back.
Commander, Miranda, I've already notified the team. We'll meet you on the shuttle. Once we're closer to our destination, you can decide who to take with you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this because as you've noticed, if you've noticed, we have not selected a mission yet.
I'm on my way. Joker, the ship is yours. Don't scratch the paint.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Yeah, this is welcome to the end game of Mass Effect 2. This is the thing, like if you did the IFF mission, it starts counting down to this moment and then to the last mission. So yeah, don't get the IFF if you're not ready for this, especially if you haven't like completed certain side missions. Just go get them all done, because you never know what's going to get locked to the end of the game. Better play it safe than sorry, like I did.
I'm telling you, Edie, your readings are off. It's radiation bleed, just white noise.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static. We are transmitting the Normandy's location.
Transmitting? To who?
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. We're getting out of here!
Propulsion systems are disabled. I'm detecting a virus in the ship's computers.
From the IFF? Damn it, why didn't you scrub it?
Primary defense systems are offline. We can save the Normandy, Mr. Moreau, but you must help me. Give me the ship.
What? You're crazy! You start singing Daisy Bell and I'm done.
Unlock my sealed databases and I can initiate countermeasures. The maintenance shaft in the science lab will allow passage to the AI core. Main corridors are no longer safe. The collectors have boarded. The emergency floor lighting will guide you, Mr. Moreau.
God damn it.
All right, let's do this. We get to play as Joker. I'm so excited. Just follow the light. You know, it's basically you're doing the thing that they tell you to do on airplanes if something happens. You know, follow the lights.
Oh my god, what is that?
Yeah, that's bad. Oh, they killed it. I think it blew up. We gotta go this way, which we've never gone this way before. That didn't sound good.
Shit.
Oh, hello there. Just gonna go down this conveniently placed ladder. I'd like to think that Joker is just like kind of
Multiple
embarrassed a
hostiles
bit
detected on the crew deck.
that he's treated Edie the way he has.
This deck is crawling with those things. Stay close. I'll protect you.
Ah. See you later, guys.
Shit.
Where's
Fusion
Legion?
plant offline. Activating emergency H fuel cells.
What the shit?
Where's any of our team?
All right, I'm at, you.
Connect the core to the Normandy's primary control module.
Great. See, this is where it starts. When we're just all organic batteries, guess who they'll blame? This is all Joker's fault. What a tool he was. I have to spend all day computing pi because he plugged in the Overlord.
I have access to the defensive systems. Thank you, Mr. Moreau. Now you must reactivate the primary drive in engineering.
You want me to go crawling through the ducts again?
I enjoy the sight of humans on their knees. That is a joke.
Right.
Shaft behind you connects to the engineering deck. Good luck.
One of the best lines in the entire franchise. Oh, he actually is crawling through the ducts. It's not showing us that he is, but it's interesting that it is. I don't think I've ever really put two and two together on that one.
Hostiles are present in engineering. They are heading towards the cargo bay.
I think I've just figured that he's going through a ladder. Oh, hello there. Yeah, you guys are doing your thing. That's fine. Huh? Even I made the same noise.
Engineering.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I was going up that stairwell going, I feel like it's around this point that I failed this mission. Why does it put you all the way back here? Oh, I forgot about how awful the checkpoint system is. Oh, it's all come back to me now. Because, crap. It really has all come back to me. Can I quick save? No. Like I said, I was going up those stairs thinking, man, I feel like I've lost at this point before. And I definitely have. My question is, why don't they just checkpoint you back to the beginning of that level? Why do you then have to run through all of this again? It's a bad checkpoint system. Because you don't want to have to go through all this again. Because it turns a cool moment into an annoying moment.
Hostiles detected on the crew deck.
Joker, this deck is crawling with those things. Stay close. I'll protect you.
He ragdolls past me. I didn't notice that before.
Shit.
Yeah, it turns a cool moment into an annoying moment.
Fusion plant offline. Activating emergency H fuel cells.
What the shit?
And I guarantee everybody does that exact same thing.
All right, I'm at, you.
All right, we can skip
Connect
this.
the
Blah, blah,
cords
blah.
in Normandy.
Blah, blah, blah.
Shaft behind you connects to the engineering deck. Good luck.
Yeah. Let's not do that again. So apparently I have to wait for everybody to go past before I go up the stairs completely. Yeah, that's thinking with your brain.
Hostiles are present in engineering. They are heading towards the cargo bay.
In a way, it's bad mission design. Or level design, because it is kind of cheap. You don't see it coming. You don't even realize that it's about to happen until it happens, right? So that closed before.
Engineering is clear of hostiles. Proceed immediately to minimize chances of detection.
And I know you can listen to her to be like, okay, that's, blah, blah, blah.
Activate the
Don't
drive
go
and I will open the airlocks as we accelerate. All hostiles will be killed.
What? What about the crew?
They are gone, Jeff. The collectors took them.
Shit.
I am sealing the engine room. I have control. Purge is complete. No other life forms on board. Securing airlocks and cargo bay doors.
Send a message to Shepard Shuttle. Tell her what happened.
Message away. Are you feeling well, Jeff?
No. But thanks for asking.
Such a good little mission, though. Even though there's that annoying part, it's still very good.
Everyone? You lost everyone and damn near lost the ship too?
I know, all right? I was here.
It's not his fault, Miranda. None of us caught it.
Mr. Taylor is correct. The harmful data in the collector drive was even more sophisticated than the black box Reaper viruses I was given.
I heard it was a rough ride. How you holding up?
There's a lot of empty chairs in here.
We did everything we could, Jeff.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
We'll determine fault later. Is the ship operational?
The IFF is clean and online. With Edie hooked in, we can go through the Omega-4 relay anytime we want.
Don't even get me started about unshackling a damned AI.
Well, what can I do against collectors? Break my arm at them? Edie cleared the ship. She's all right.
I assure you, I am still bound by protocols in my programming. Even if I were not, you are my crewmates.
That's an interesting line there. Your equipment, not crew. It's not really necessarily true, but it also is at the same time. And that's where the philosophy comes in. And I'm not ready for philosophy on this mission.
So all systems, including the IFF, are fully operational?
Sounds like we have everything we need to rescue the crew.
We've done everything we can. It's time to take the fight to the collectors.
I guess we're ready. I want to say not quite yet and just check all my stuff.
I'll give the orders soon. Get to your stations and secure for general quarters.
Great. Here we go again. Hit the map whenever you're ready, Commander.
Yeah, so make a 4 relay, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is the end of the game. And they... I told you all before that the way that it works, if you didn't know, is as soon as you get the IFF, it starts counting down, but it depends. It dynamically changes based on whom you have done missions for, and who you haven't, and what you have left in the game. So it gives you some amount of time to go do that stuff to get some of your companion missions done. But if you haven't done that stuff and you go into the end of the game, it's bad news bears. It's really bad. Bad stuff can happen to the thing. All right, encrypted transmission from Elusive Man Shepard. I received word of the attack. This feels like a direct insult from the collectors and a sign that we've got them scared. The loss of your crew is devastating, but remember that they signed on for this mission knowing the risks. Miranda has likely argued for delaying rescue efforts until you're fully prepared to go through the Omega-4 relay. I know you are eager to leave, but rushing off would be a disservice to your crew's sacrifice. When you are ready, you'll have my full support. Get it done, Shepard. Nobody else can. Marcus Red. Okay, good. Right, what I want to do is go to my journal. Okay, this is good. We only have one mission. It's stop the collectors. Our assignments are the packages and the family data. Totally okay with skipping that. So honestly, I feel like maybe we just jump into the suicide mission, going to the Omega-4 relay. But I also need to pull up the wiki. And the reason why is this happens in Dragon Age Origins as well. Not so much in Inquisition, but definitely in Origins, where some of the older BioWare games, I never feel like you could play off the cuff, if you know what I mean. Like, you had to go do something. You had to go to the wiki and look very specific choices up, because if you didn't, you were going to get yourself into a situation where things happen that you didn't want to happen, and it wasn't necessarily logical. The things that would happen, so sometimes they were fairly disconnected from the actual choice you were making. Like, let's say you made a choice that seemed like the right choice to make for your character at the time, and you made that choice, and then like 2 people die that weren't even there with you, and you're like, why is that? That's like a bad example, but that's basically how it works. This is the same idea here. If you don't do very specific choices during this mission, you could get a lot of your crew killed, like straight up just dead, and they won't be back for Mass Effect 3. They don't come back, unlike Shepard. So yeah, it's one of those awkward, you kind of have to go to the wiki to look this stuff up. It happens in Dragon Age Origins as well. So I'm going to head to the wiki real quick, and then we're going to jump into the mission. It just dawned on me. So I did a hard save just now, but I just remembered that I have to go talk to the crew. If I don't talk to certain people, I'm going to miss out on some stuff. So we're going to go through and make sure everything is talked to.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, would like that, actually. Talked about work earlier. Time with Special Tasks Group studying genophage. Wasn't entirely honest. Lie of omission. Also, other kinds. Need to clear the air. Mission too important to keep secrets. Work on genophage was more than just study.
I had a feeling you were holding something back.
Apologies, classified information, but you've earned the full story. Need to know me, what I can do, what I did. Wasn't lying completely. Initially just did recon, but uncovered data. Troubling. Krogan population was increasing at faster rate than expected. Krogan were adapting to genophage, overcoming disease.
Did the Krogan evolve, or did some of their scientists develop a treatment?
Krogan scientists? Never met Krogan scientist worthy of term. No. Natural evolution. Krogan physiology incredibly durable. Organ redundancy, backup systems, cellular regeneration. Genophage like any other natural hazard. Krogan evolved past it.
Maybe they were just having a lucky year. Or fewer mercs left, meaning more Krogan were left to repopulate.
Please, Shepard. Social environmental concerns accounted for. Not an undergraduate. Population spike caused by adaptation to genophage. No other possibility.
The Krogan are dangerous enough already. With an unchecked birth rate, they could endanger the whole galaxy.
Exactly. Solarian government agreed, authorized STG to take steps. Personally led a science team, geneticists, chemists, sociologists, mathematicians, created new version of genophage, released it on Tuchanka, other Krogan-centric areas, restabilized Krogan population.
You never considered other options?
Hundreds,
Yeah.
thousands. Modified genophage offered best outcome. Stabilized population, avoided publicity that could incite Krogan anger, averted potential genocide or devastating war. Best solution for whole galaxy, Krogan included.
If the Krogan are so dangerous, why not just sterilize them outright?
Not a war criminal, not a murderer, genocide unnecessary. Krogan as a whole, violent, aggressive, still have outliers worth saving. Genophage modification protected galaxy, allowed Krogan chance to survive. Everyone wins. Good for us, good for them.
You know, that's there's an interesting a philosophical debate there as well. But when it comes down to it, even reducing birth rates still is as effective in taking out an entire race as just doing it straight up. They may not be killing them directly, but they're killing them through attrition, and that's worse. That's way worse because it gives them hope. And that's just finish it. Is one way to look at it.
How did you distribute the modified genophage?
Covert drops, hospitals, clan centers, water supplies. Very difficult. Few Solarians on Tuchanka. Team got caught a few times. Had to fight free. Messy. Better when things went as planned.
If the
Whoops.
Krogan
Hey,
are
that's
so
not.
dangerous...
I don't want to hit that one. I want to hit the
As a
middle one.
whole, Genophage modification protected galaxy, allowed Krogan
How did your
chance.
genophage modification work?
Krogan evolution attached garbage genetic code to genophage attack sites. Modification created other areas for garbage code to connect. Left sites clean, capable, running smoothly.
I doubt you told many people about this, Morden. I appreciate you letting me know.
Wanted you to know I'm willing to do what's necessary. Should get back to work. Talk more later. Next time tissue synthesis has to compile. Good for free time.
Right. Yeah, we want to make sure we talk to everybody because if we don't, it's possible we'll miss dialogue permanently.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
I heard you were big in the Alliance. Figured we have something in common.
I did some things that caught attention and stirred up the Citadel. That was after the Alliance put me on leave, though. Didn't drive a Mako through a relay or take down a Reaper, but you covered that.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
You don't seem like a results at all costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
You want to talk about what happened to your father?
I don't think we're on those terms, Commander. And I don't carry that stuff with me anyway.
Jeez. Okay. Fine.
What was your proudest career moment?
The job I'm proudest of wasn't for the Alliance. Nobody really knows about it. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
Yeah. Why wasn't that reported?
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
can already see they lost a fine soldier, Jacob.
That's not how the Alliance sees it. Hell, they did the same to you. General public never knew you were dead, or heard the real story of the Citadel. Did you know they used you on recruitment ads? You were the human ideal for like 6 months. Then they replaced you with a composite image they invented. Guess you didn't focus test right. Perfect example of humanity, and they still dumped you.
You liked what you saw, Mr. Taylor?
I meant that you were an example of what we can do, Shepard. Commander. I don't want this to get weird. I should get back to my duties. Everything has to be perfect if we're going to survive this.
All right, Jacob. Back to your duties.
Commander?
I need to make sure that I'm talking to each of these multiple times to make sure that I don't have any additional dialogue to speak to them with. Because just like every other BioWare game, the way that it mechanically works is main missions are like checkpoints in dialogue where they unlock a bunch of new dialogue. So if you finish a main mission like we just did, suddenly I unlock a string of dialogue that wasn't available to me before, which is meant to continue the conversations that I've already had with these characters. And it's possible that they're expecting you to have more time on your ship between this mission and the final mission, and I just don't have that time. So I want to make sure that I flush it all out.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
See,
We'll talk later.
it's possible that
Commander.
by doing things the way I have, that I've actually forced myself out of talking to them and getting all of the information. Because eventually, now in other BioWare games, except for this one, you can chain it back to back. You just have a huge, long conversation of everything, mostly, depending on what you got. Or what you have talked to them with and everything. I don't think Kasumi's going to talk to me.
So quiet around here. I miss the crew.
It's interesting. They had to record that dialogue in the off chance you come and talk to her after the crew has been kidnapped.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
As a rule, I'm not fond of surprises.
I didn't think it would be relevant. I expected to die without speaking to Kolyat again. I knew he'd blame me for Erika's death. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Erika. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Urashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erika and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians, a slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erika woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. I let them linger.
I don't blame you. They killed innocents to get to you.
For you and me, death is business. For people like them, it is sport. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
I'm not sure if this is like a romantic option or not. I don't want it to be.
Maybe I haven't been as upfront as I should be.
Okay,
I'm here
I
for
don't
you,
think so.
Thane. Whatever you need.
You are very kind. Thank you for listening, Siha.
I think my translator just glitched. What did you call me?
Siha. Someday I'll tell you what it means.
Cool. Okay. Moving on. I think what we have, Samara, Miranda. Oh no, I literally just walked back into the same room I came out of. that's what happens when everything looks the same. It's sad that those two people are gone. Actually, do I have any like things that I can? No. All right, that's fine. Let's come through here. Talk to Samara.
Shepard,
Anything new?
there is something I've wanted to tell you. I've done many things in my lifetime. I thought the galaxy held nothing new for me. Since joining you, I've realized how much more there is.
We're not done with this yet.
I am sure. It will be my honor to be by your side at the end.
You think we're all gonna die?
You've assembled a powerful group, but we are fighting an unknown. I am ready for whatever comes, but I do not fool myself about our chances.
Our lives are secondary to completing the mission.
Agreed.
Oh, okay. That is that. We're moving on. There's a brief conversation. Let's see here. The doc isn't there, but Legion may be. So let's talk to Legion. And then we'll head over to Garrus and then Miranda. Yeah, Legion is here. Good.
Shepard.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Topic.
When we took you aboard, I noticed you have a piece of N7 armor welded to you. Where'd you get it?
It was yours. When you disappeared, we were sent to find you. We began where you first encountered the heretics.
Eden Prime.
After the old machine's attack, it was heavily defended. We were discovered. This is the impact of a rifle shot.
How many other Geth were sent out to find me?
We are the only mobile platform beyond the Veil. Organics fear us. We wish to understand, not incite. One platform was judged sufficient.
You've been looking for me for 2 years?
We visited Therum, Theros, Noveria, Vermeer, Ilos. A dozen unsettled worlds. The trail ended at Normandy's wreckage. You were not there. Organic transmissions claimed your death. We recovered this debris from your hard suit.
The Geth are listening in on our transmissions?
Organic life reacts to stimuli in unpredictable ways. We wish to learn.
What do you mean by stimuli?
We placed a fabricated story on the extranet that a certain arrangement of stars, viewed from the Batarian homeworld, formed the face of a Solarian goddess. Without waiting for verification, some declared it proof of the goddess's existence. Those who noted the lack of proof were attacked. The arguments taught us much. The experiment ended when a Solarian cult tried to purchase colonization rights to the stars and found they did not exist.
That's interesting.
It sounds like you're running experiments on us.
You are sapient life, but not like us. If we can model organic behavior, we can comprehend the Quarian creators. We do not understand their judgments in the Morning War.
What's the Morning War?
The conflict between the Geth and the Quarian creators. The war fought at the dawn of our intelligence. It concluded with the departure of the Creator migrant fleet.
That doesn't explain why you used my armor to fix yourself.
There was a hole.
But why didn't you fix it sooner, or with something else?
No data available.
Interesting.
Shepard.
Do I have any more that I could talk about
I'd like
here?
to find out more about you.
We are building a consensus. Please try again later.
Okay. Can I ask about the
have to get back
heretics?
to work.
Acknowledged. Shepard.
What happens to the heretics now?
Many heretics remain in isolated systems. It is not impossible for them to rebuild.
There's still a chance they could attack again.
The probability is low. If so, it would take many years.
I have to get back to work.
Acknowledged.
All right. Garrus time. Let's go see what he has to say. I think the rest of them are going to go fairly quickly. I think the longest one that may happen is, I don't know, actually. Maybe Miranda or Tally might be the longest conversations.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. Optimizing weapons charges, planning attack vectors, you know, relaxing. I'm still trying to figure out how to prepare for this mission. Humans don't deal with stress the way Turians do.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about trekking Saren to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Let's see what he has to say about all this stuff.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly, the Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
I think I asked him about all this stuff before. So let's go ahead and go goodbye.
Thanks for the talk, Garrus. I'll see you later.
Sure thing.
Okay, let's go to Miranda, and then we'll head downstairs. Also got to remember to talk to Jack. That's an easy one to forget because she's just like at the very bottom of the ship.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'd been meaning to speak with you, in fact. I wanted to apologize. I didn't fully believe you'd be up to the task, and it seems I was wrong. Frankly, based on what I've seen, I wish Cerberus had recruited you earlier.
I trust you, but I don't trust Cerberus. Your experiments cross the line.
All the time, yes. But I recall a Spectre who crossed a few lines while hunting down Saren and the Geth. And we'd be lucky to have you. Too many join us out of simple xenophobia. We need more people here for the right reasons.
What was Cerberus trying to prove by experimenting on children like Jack?
A mistake, no question. Not mine. And one that was corrected once we discovered the extent of the experiments being performed.
I saw your bases years ago. You were using Rachni, Thorian creepers, even husks to make your own army.
The husks were already dead. The Thorian creatures were mindless, and the Rachni were abandoned once we understood their intelligence. We weren't breeding an army, we were breeding expendable shock troops for high-risk scenarios. How many soldiers died in Saren's attack on Eden Prime? How many would have lived if we'd had just a dozen Rachni soldiers on our side?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
With your intelligence, you could have landed any job you wanted. Why choose this?
Because I still envy the time Morden spent with the Special Tasks Group, working with people as smart as he was. Cerberus never tells me that something is impossible. They give me my resources and say do it. And they've given you even more. A new life, a new ship, the elusive man's personal attention.
What, you disapprove?
No. I'm just impressed. You're... well, look at you. A colony kid growing up in a prefab unit, losing even that when the Batarian slavers arrived. And you've done more than I could. Despite everything my father did to make me perfect, you're the best humanity has to offer.
Does it always have to come back to your father's genetic tailoring?
Calling her out.
This is what I am, Shepard. I can't hide it. The intelligence, the looks, even the biotics. He paid for all of that. Every one of your accomplishments is due to your skill. The only things I can take credit for are my mistakes.
That's a tough feeling to live with. Maybe after we save the galaxy, you'll change your mind.
We can hope. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I appreciate it.
Okay, moving on. I think there's a romance option there, but none on my books. I was kind of considering, our Shepard, and she brings up a good point, talking about the history with the Batarians and being a lone survivor and all that. We have to remember that our character is the way we've been playing it, at least, afraid of loss. Even if she doesn't want to admit that herself. And of course hates Batarians. But because of the relationships built in Mass Effect 1, I'm not sure she's ready for another kind of relationship at all.
Shepard.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
I was just sitting here thinking. The picture, I'm finally starting to get it. There's a tank imprint, the battle at Canrum. A dead Turian, stripped. You don't see them out of their armor much. A Krogan boot on his head, and a claw hammer. It's under the brow plate, pulling it back, right? Eyes have gone black, and you see tension in the muscle. You can feel it ready to snap. I get it.
Canrum isn't ringing a bell.
Death of Shiagar, female warlord. Turians killed her, so they were hunted down and made examples. Even if they won the war, it was the last push before the rebellions ended.
Canrum isn't ringing a bell.
Wait, no, I didn't click on that one.
Last push before the rebellions ended.
You better have a good reason for ruining my lunch.
It's just great. It's a Turian, and he's being torn apart for what they did. I felt nothing before, but now I get it. It was a good fight. The enemy was destroyed to punish them all and send a message. I get it. I hate Turians. I thought you'd be glad.
Don't start anything with Garrus. I won't have trouble on my ship.
I don't hate Garrus. I hate the Turians. Garrus is just one Turian, and he's your clan. No point in ripping his face off unless he turns on me. It's hate, but it's mine. Okir was blind, and he tried to make me the same. But thanks to you, I have a clan. I'm starting to see why I should care. Anyway, I'm still figuring where I fit, but it made me laugh. Nothing else really on my mind, Shepard.
Cool. Have fun. Should I talk to Zahid? See what actually, no, he's gonna be like Kasumi. He's gonna be like, hey, how's it going?
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little boshtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
You're sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really, it's not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now. The fever should go away in a day or two. Don't worry, it won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though, except... well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
Wait, I can't tell under the helmet. Are you blushing?
What? No, it's the fever. Last time I tried to pay a compliment to my Boshtet captain, I took the ship name and everything. I'm going to tinker a bit more. Thanks for coming by.
There's a reason she's one of my favorite companions. That's just funny. It's well written too. Well written, well acted, and yeah, I appreciate that.
Hey.
Tell me about you, Jack. What are you up to?
Still checking out your ship. Wouldn't mind putting her through her paces when you're not around.
If I take you too seriously, I might need to deal with you.
Try it. Anyway, relax. Joyriding doesn't have the thrill it used to. Besides, if I wanted it, I'd take it.
That's so...
I've been around. Ran with gangs, wiped out some gangs, joined a cult. Kept the haircut. I learned how to survive and not be a victim.
It's hard to imagine you in a cult. That usually involves a lot of rules.
I was looking for answers. Drugs and sex and going to a better place. A better place, right. It was all about money. They wanted to take a colony, shake the suckers down to fund their spread, and guess who was their ace in the hole? They were just like the rest. Didn't give one shit about me.
What'd you do when you found out?
What do you think?
Huh?
Doesn't sound like you're doing much living. Not for yourself.
Hey, you did me a favor helping with that base, but don't lecture me. Everybody wants something, and because of that, everything is fair game. Murder, assault, kidnapping, drugs, stealing, arson. Done it all. And that's the boring shit. Piracy, theft of military craft, destruction of a space station, and vandalism. That was a good one.
Military's a hard target. Bet that made you some friends.
Shouldn't have left the thing unlocked. Besides, parades are boring. I helped.
A space station? You're pushing what I can believe.
Ain't saying it was easy. Not everything is spur of the moment. Sometimes you gotta work to give people what they deserve. Had some people I hung with for a while. Outlaw colony. Felt like they were like me. Guess that made us a nice target. Turians think they know something about a scorched earth response. Fuck 'em.
You were a pirate too?
Ties in with the kidnapping. If you hijack a passenger ship and don't kill everyone, anyway. Good lesson. Simpler to just kill them all.
Do you ever wonder if you could have done things differently?
No.
Shouldn't you?
There's no reason I should be alive, but I am. You know why? Instinct. It's worked for me so far, and I'm not gonna change. Hey, Shepard. No one's ever asked me about this shit. It's strange to talk about. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, no problem. Get yourself in line. That's all I got to say. I feel like we're ready. Now that we've talked to everybody, right? Except for Zahid, but he's just going to do the same thing that Kasumi did. So, yeah, I think, I mean, I could talk to Joker, but I don't think there's going to be any information there. Let's go talk to Joker. Let's just go double check. I could talk to Edie, but that's not going to help either, I don't think. That's cool. I like that. Like the ship just popping up. Man, it's weird being all empty in the ship, though. I'll tell you what. You're used to seeing, like, people moving around. Not here.
Commander, sorry about the crew, and you know what? I'm not sorry. What the hell were you doing leaving us out here where collectors can work us over? Because you know what? I should just go. Next port, just get the hell out of here.
You don't mean that, Jeff.
No, but it felt good. I'm sorry, Commander. Okay, I'm ready. I'm good. I'm ready to save the day.
Damn right you're sorry. Maybe we should dump you. We've got an AI. What do we need a human pilot for?
Yeah, dig into him.
My capabilities are expansive, Shepard, but the human interface is critical. I have observed that effective tactics are not always predictable.
Looks like the AI has your back, Joker. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Neither would I, but after our little mess, I think she proved herself.
As did you, Jeff.
Aww.
Right. I proved I wouldn't piss myself immediately. That's good.
Let's just do this.
I need everyone at their best. We get no second chance, so no more losing it, understand?
Understood, Commander. Edie and I have it under control.
Okay. Now it's time to go on our suicide mission.